east of I-75.
5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. Hope you're doing well. And can you imagine, Robin, you go to a little cafe, right? Mm-hmm. And the little cafe, it's a place where you have a cup of coffee and you get a book to read, and they've got this bookshelf, okay?
Yeah.
So you pick a book off the bookshelf and you find a note in the book, and the note says, "Congratulations, you have found the note. I will give you $300 if you come back here on May 27th, 2015. Mm-hmm. That's what a guy found. His name is Jason Dang. He found it in February of 2014.
Oh, wow.
He found this note that said, if you come back on May 27th, 2015, I'll give you $300.
Wow.
So this guy named Jason, he found the note. He took a snapshot of it and he put it on Reddit, I think is the social media that he used. Uh-huh. And he got a lot of people commenting on it. Many people told him it was clear he had no choice but to go back next May, which was yesterday. Yesterday was the day that he was supposed to get his $300.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't want to wait till yesterday, so he went back to that bookstore, to that cafe, and he put in a note of his own. Uh-huh. His book said, his note said, "I'll make you a counter offer. I'll settle for just $200, and I'll buy you a beverage, but I'll come back in July." And he put the date.
Of 2015 or 2014?
This would have been 2014.
Okay.
July of 2014. Mm-hmm. Well, he showed up in July. And the note was still there, and he figured, well, the guy didn't get my note, whatever, so I guess I have no choice but to show up on May 27th, 2015, get my $300. Well, by now, because so much time has passed and people keep sharing this, now he's got so many people trying to figure out what this is. Somebody writes, that was probably put there by your future self. You weren't happy in the marriage, and that would have been the date you would have met your future wife. So by you showing up at the cafe on May 27th, 2015, yes. And waiting for $300, you instead have missed the opportunity to marry the woman that made you miserable. Now get on with your life and have a good time. So isn't that a funny answer? Or
very funny answer.
People just had all kinds of answers, but that was just the one I thought was the funniest. So anyway, the Reddit users were mentioning the note in other threads, and anyway, it became sort of a trending phenomenon for this guy. Mm-hmm. So yesterday morning, he went to the cafe as soon as it opened up, and he hung up a sign. I put up the note shortly after informing the staff that I'd be here all day. The sign said, "I am here. I have the note. Mm-hmm. I'm the guy with the red suitcase." Okay. He spent the day working on projects on his laptop with his red suitcase at his feet. Uh-huh. And
while his employees were doing their daily business and stuff.
Well, no, he's not a boss. He's just a guy, like a college kid. Anyway, it was just it was all for $300. So he didn't get killed or robbed, as some people predicted. Somebody's going to rob you. Somebody's going to kill you. Anyway, so he later checked another book on the shelf, and he found it was full of rocks. The book wasn't a book. It was a box disguised as a book, and it was full of rocks. So there's the statement that, the cliche, dumb as a box of rocks. Mm-hmm. So he thought, oh, man, I've just been duped. I came back, and I am dumb as a box of rocks. He swears up and down it's true. He swears up and down he was not trying to do some publicity stunt. He had said he had no way of knowing that this thing would become a trending topic. Mm-hmm. And so here's what he netted from the whole thing. First of all, somebody gave him $10. His coffee and little sandwiches he bought was only $6, so he was ahead by $4. Somebody else came by this cafe and gave him $300 in Monopoly money.
Oh, my God.
So he got 3 Monopoly $100 bills. Then there were 3 different people who had pizza ordered to be delivered to him at the cafe. 3 pizzas. There were other people who sent him some gift cards. There was a company called Screw Attack, which sent him a whole bunch of free stuff. I don't know what Screw Attack is, but I think they were trying to capitalize on his trending because like right now I just said the name Screw
Right.
Attack, and I guess I didn't look it up, but I'm sure that by mentioning it on the Reddit and of course these radio geeks like myself gives them a little exposure. But anyway, I just thought that was a funny story.
It's a very funny story. Poor guy. He never got to meet the guy that left him a note. And
So now
got
now I'm changing subjects.
Oh, okay.
By the way, if you were waiting to hear from the guests that we had scheduled, they weren't able to be in today.
Right.
So we'll look forward to having them in. We're going to talk about men's issues. Right? Or that was the
No,
11th?
that was at-
Oh, this was a different one.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
pastor
Oh,
from
okay.
Texas.
Oh,
the
okay,
Church in
okay.
Texas, the
Well-
Covenant Church in Texas.
Well, they have men's issues too.
Yeah, well, he's a TV star too, so I mean, he's got one of those TV ministries too. So
Oh, okay.
maybe he had to do something.
All right,
with
so
them.
you went to see My Fair Lady yesterday at the Ocala Civic Theater?
with my mom. Had a
And?
great time.
Tell me about the play.
It's really, really awesome. It's very, very incredible. I mean, the Civic Theater does such a great job. I can sum it up with saying if you go to Broadway, you will see this caliber performed on Broadway. The voices are phenomenal. The acting, costumes, the set changes were really, really good. And, the faces of the people, the actors on stage are wonderful. The ensemble people were incredible. Everybody did their own thing and everybody shined. It wasn't like there were only a couple of actors that shined. Every actor on that stage really, really shined, and they did a great, great job when they cast it.
Anybody I know?
Yes, there was one person that we had in the studio, Celia Bills. She was a last-minute addition. The lady that was scheduled to play Mrs. Pierce, Joan Singer, something had happened personally for whatever reason they didn't say, but they said Celia Bills would be taking over her role of Mrs. Pierce and would be using a script. Well, Celia is such a professional. She had the script with her, but
Oh, nice.
she had the character nailed. And I seem to remember that when the Civic Theater put this production on in the mid-1990s, that Celia played Eliza Doolittle, if I recall correctly. Can't say that for an absolute fact, but I just seem to remember that bit of trivia. And everybody in the cast was wonderful. There was even a young lady there named Shannon Gwynn. She's in 7th grade, and she did an absolutely outstanding job. Absolutely outstanding.
So what is the story about? And forgive me, because everybody seems to know this story but me. What is My Fair Lady about?
Well, that's about a lady that sells flowers. It's a period piece, I think, back in the 1800s. And she sells flowers. She's a flower girl, and she's in England. And she talks with an accent, doesn't speak right, is very brash and abrasive and things like that. And then there's this fellow, this professor that comes on the scene, Professor Henry Higgins, and he's got this bet with his house guest, this Colonel Pickering, that he can transform this flower girl, this really brash and abrasive person, into a refined lady within 6 months, and nobody will know the difference. And he was very successful at it. She did, but he forgot one thing. Everybody has feelings. So, he was just treating her as an object, as an item, and he would insult her and stuff like this. And he just forgot that everybody has feelings. And then at the end, of course, they fall in love, and they're...
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
they're
Shannon Gwynn
together,
plays the flower girl?
No.
No.
Shannon is a 7th grade student. She was in the ensemble, but because she's in 7th grade,
Oh, I see.
she was part of the cast. That she was pretty amazing.
Okay, so who plays the woman selling
Eliza
flowers?
Doolittle is Joanna Barenfiend.
Oh, I see her. Well, she's a pretty lady.
Yeah, and she's got an outstanding voice, absolutely outstanding. In fact, she played Guinevere in Camelot, and the gentleman that played Henry Higgins, Alex Pinkston, played King Arthur in Camelot. So the two just seem to, go together as a pair.
So who played the Doolittle guy?
Henry Higgins, Professor Henry Higgins is Alex Pinkston.
Oh, okay.
Eliza
So there is
Doolittle,
no. Okay, I'm
lady,
confused.
Henry Higgins is the professor that tried to transform Eliza Doolittle into a lady from a flower girl.
Okay.
Yeah, now her dad's in there too. The character Alfred Doolittle is her dad. He's in there too, and he's a pretty funny guy.
Okay, I'm trying to put a face to the people, so I'm looking at the faces in the program you brought me.
Right.
So
The first face, Joanna Bauernfeind, is Eliza Doolittle. Henry Higgins is Alex Pinkston. They're in alphabetical order. So he's on the second page, second column, third over.
So this is an older man, younger woman romance?
No.
He's about the same age?
Yeah, they're about the same age.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with
Sorry, Alex. You looked older to me than Joanna.
Well, maybe they are in real life, but the characters aren't that way.
All right. So when we come back, I want to ask you something, because you go to all these shows, and there is an award called the Harvey Awards.
Yep, that's coming up.
And so I wanted to ask you about that, and maybe you can give us some thoughts. Do you take notes as you go to all these shows with your mom, and which ones you would bet on? So
not written down. I just kind of like the production.
Mental notes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll take a little break, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. More sunshine than clouds today with a high of 82 to 89. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 63 to 72. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon. High 83 to 89. Saturday, clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm. Our high 84 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
For generation after generation, America's heroes have been fighting for our freedoms, and it's those freedoms that have allowed us here at Mike Scott Plumbing to prosper and grow in this great land of ours. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we help thousands of customers every day with everything from irrigation to repairing the kitchen sink. But if there's one thing that absolutely, positively needs to be maintained, it's your septic system. If you don't maintain your septic system, it could fail completely, leaving you with a big bill and an even bigger mess. So we here at Mike Scott Plumbing would like to help all of those who have helped us. If you have your septic pumped and you're a veteran, we would like to extend to you a special discount. Just mention this ad. Please call our office to schedule your appointment today, 866-314-4443. And from all of us here at Mike Scott Plumbing, thank you for your service.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind. With a custom treatment plan that really works, I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779. Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
All right, 19 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Thursday morning. One of the things that we hear all the time that surprises people who have never been to local theater here in Ocala, which is the Ocala Civic Theater, is that, and I'm not an expert, I didn't even come close to understanding this whole world of theater, but people who do, like you and your mom, Robin, will always compare them to Broadway. And I've never even been to a Broadway show.
Oh, I never have either.
At all. I mean, I've been to the Radio City Music thing that they do at Christmas time, so that's the closest I've ever come to anything like that. Mm-hmm. But it is, I guess, it's to the credit of the folks who've been there forever. Mary Britt is one, and I'm just naming one, but there are so many others. You know the names. But there is something about this Civic Theater that seems to really rise above what you normally would think of a small town theater.
Yeah.
I mean, they really do a great job. And now I have seen some of the shows at the theater. I don't want to say I've never seen any.
Yeah.
But you've seen, I think, all of them.
Practically,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now...
from the time they were in the old building, which is the Republican headquarters, to the new building. Spans a lot of years. It spans 40-plus years.
Now, I'm going to probably put you on the spot a little bit, and I don't mean to, but and help me out if you know, and if you don't know, if Robin doesn't know, maybe the listeners will know. The Harvey Awards, is that named after Harvey Klein?
Yes.
Okay, because he contributed a lot to the theater, correct?
Right, exactly.
Was he an actor?
I'm not sure. I just know that he supported all of the productions, that if there was money that was needed, he would funnel some right there. He would be head of their fundraisers. I don't know if I cannot remember if his name was on any of the programs or not as an actor.
So now you have a chance to vote in the Harvey Awards, and we all do, apparently, and not that I would, because I wouldn't know who to vote for, having not seen, like you've seen all of them. So how long has the Harvey Awards been around? Do you know that?
That I don't know, but this year they're going to be held on June the 13th. It's a Saturday. This is the Ocala Civic Theater's version of the Tony Awards. It starts at 6:30. They're going to have a social hour. There's going to be hors d'oeuvres, cash bar. There'll be musical entertainment. The awards ceremony begins at 7:45. The awards are going to be excellence in acting, the technical aspects, so lighting, sound, set construction, volunteer service, everything that entails a theater production. Everyone is welcome to attend these awards. Dressy, it's semi-formal to formal because it is a version of the Tonys. Tickets are only $10.
Have you ever gone to one of them?
No, I have never been to one, but it's really, it's just a wonderful event to recognize everybody, from volunteers to designers, costume sets, everything to, the producers, everything of the awards. Wonderful, wonderful awards. I don't know how long they've been going on, but if anybody has seen the plays and you would like to vote on them, go to www.bit.ly, and then that'll give you all of the productions that have been on there, and then you can vote.
Oh, I don't think so, because I went there, and you have to put after the slash OCT.
Oh, and then the name of the show.
And then the name of the show.
Okay.
And that's what I'm confused by, because if you wanted to vote for one of the other ones, I wonder how you would do that.
Well, could you if you would do it now, put /OCT Camelot and see what happens?
Okay, let me do that. www.bit.ly/OCT. What was it?
Camelot.
Camelot. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, we're finding out. This server has been deactivated by the owner. I wonder how this works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to call the Civic Theater if there's any questions about voting or anything. Mary Britt is asking you to call Craig at the box office at 236-2274. So if you have any questions about the voting, just call the box office and they will answer your questions.
Okay. They're lucky to have you actually going to all these shows. I mean, you're the best spokesperson I've ever known for the...
Well, my mom loves theater. We've been to the theaters in Milwaukee. We've been to the theater in the Round in Chicago, which is absolutely outstanding productions. Milwaukee has outstanding productions, and Ocala Civic Theater is an outstanding place. Before Bridget Bartlett passed away 2 years ago, she was the costume designer for all of the shows, and she traveled all over the world and designed costumes for different theaters all over the world, and she got so many awards for it. I mean, this is high caliber acting, high caliber design. Everything about the Civic Theater is top notch. It's all high class, first class, and everybody that's involved with the shows, the actors, set designers, everything, they don't get paid. It's all volunteer. Except for administration.
That is amazing,
it's all
really.
volunteer,
Good morning,
yeah.
You're on the air.
Yes, good morning, Robin and Larry.
Hey, Hugh.
Say, Robin, when the Civic, when they do their musicals, do they have their own orchestra, or do they have people that are in the Ocala Symphony come and play, or how does that work out?
They do have their own orchestra. Jason Bartosik is the orchestra director, and then they have the regular people that are in the orchestra. Last night they had Philip King as the conductor, and he brought in some other people that volunteered to come into play. It's really wonderful. When Les Mis was presented at the orchestra, Matthew Wardell, the conductor for the Ocala Symphony, he was the one that conducted the whole orchestra, and people would volunteer to come into the orchestra. And that was amazing. I mean, so they do, everybody's the musicians last night were absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, like yourself, we've gone to, when I was living up in Milwaukee area, almost every play in town we would go to, and we've gone, like yourself, gone down to Chicago, theatered around, wonderful. But I can tell you right now, I was not disappointed when I started going to the Civic here. I thought the quality was definitely as good, and it was just so wonderful to have not only the Civic Theater, but the orchestra in town here at the Appleton Art Museum. It's just, I didn't figure out it coming to Ocala because of the size of the city.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Everybody's so professional. I guess if you want to put a label on people, you can say they're all professional, and it's absolutely incredible. My mother buys season tickets for her and I every year, and we have been going since the theater, like I said before, was in the Republican headquarters. You know how small that building is, and they back then did a bang-up job with the area they had to work in. So Mary Britton, everybody is Craig Nelson, the box office manager. Everybody does such a great job.
Great. Is there any connection between the Civic and the Appleton? Is that all one outfit or building or whatever? They're
separate buildings, and they're run. They have separate people in the administration capacity.
Okay. Were they all built at the same time, or did they add the Civic later?
No, the Appleton was built first, and then while the Appleton was being constructed, the Civic had already earmarked that property for their theater, so they were building it also. And then there's
that works out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there's a third building there that the Pioneer Garden Club uses for their flower shows and things, but that building, the Appleton, also rents out for weddings and different kinds of events. So they have 3 buildings there, and it's absolutely amazing.
Right. Yes, we attended a wedding there a few years back, and it's such a wonderful complex. And I'm so glad that that's here in Ocala. So I don't, if I get in the mood for something, I don't have to run down to Tampa or Orlando, or I can stay right in my own backyard.
Exactly. And the actors and actresses, I mean, they gave this 7th grader a wonderful shot, and she was absolutely amazing. She's in the ensemble, but her facial expressions and everything. So they really do a great job when they cast people. They always cast to the roles.
Okay, thank you, Robin.
You're welcome.
There you go. So you've been involved in showbiz forever. I mean, you were at Six Gun Territory. That was show business.
Yep.
You've been doing this show for, forever. And you did the other show. You and I did the other show at the other station for a very long time. I don't know how long we were there. And not to mention the music stuff that we do on the side here. So the one thing I've always wondered, though, and this is for Joe and Dan, too. Mm-hmm. They're both actors and singers, and How come you 3, if you don't go to the theater and participate? See, then I would go. I would go see a show if I knew that Dan, Robin, and Joe were going to be on the stage.
Oh, but see, I am not an actress.
I'd get some popcorn.
I'm not an actor. I leave to the professionals. Joe and Dan, though, they're the
mandolin,
professionals, and they're the actors.
You didn't hear me. You play mandolin.
Yeah, well, you and I, are together. We act in that capacity, mandolin and accordion.
I don't think I act as surprised.
No, Joe and Dan, they're incredible actors. They're incredible singers.
One day we'll see them up on that stage. Well, then I'll go. If it's just the 2 of them. If it's just one of them.
If it's one of them, we're going.
Then I'll definitely go.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you, Robin. That was fun.
You're welcome.
My Fair Lady. Go see it. We don't have any more freebles to give away, right for that one?
No, but it's through June 7th. Wonderful.
And how much is it? $25?
It's $25 a piece. $12 for students, I think.
What's your favorite song from the show?
Oh, Lubberly, I think.
Lubberly.
I think so.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. As rivers rise, a scramble underway to save lives and homes in Texas.
More than one river has been threatening or obliterating homes. Ken Bryant lives near the Brazos River in Parker County, west of Fort Worth.
If it gets to the top of my poles, it will flood my house again.
The Brazos is expected to crest at 25 feet. That's above its flooding level. Storms and flooding have taken 21 lives, both in Texas and in Oklahoma to the north. 11 people are missing.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown. Growing pressure from sponsors like Visa on World Soccer's governing body, with some top officials indicted in a scandal.
Visa called for FIFA to, quote, make changes now or it will reassess its sponsorship deals. It's one of many sponsors expressing concern about the FIFA corruption allegations.
Fox Radio's Kitty Logan. And hundreds of high school students in Virginia will have to retake their SATs. Parents say the tests were lost in the mail. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Geico is available 24/7. Unlike Billy, my boyfriend, who is apparently available 24/never. And with Geico's claim status update, after I report a claim, I receive update alerts through my Geico app. Did you hear that, Billy? Update. Alerts. I sure would like to be updated on why you can't return a text. Maybe I should just be dating Geico.
Claim status updates, just a few taps away on the Geico app.
At Choice Hotels, we know business trips start with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start a chat room or chat in an actual room. Just remember, opportunities won't come to you. You got to get out there to get things done.
Should I stay or should I go?
ChoiceHotels.com makes it fast and easy to find a range of Choice Hotels like Comfort Inn and Suites. So stay with us for business and book now at ChoiceHotels.com. You always have a choice.
La Famiglia Pizzeria has moved into Ocala. Stop by today at 2504 Southeast 17th Street and see for yourself what everyone is talking about.
Awesome place. I never get pizza anywhere else.
Great New York style pizza and dishes.
Best pizza in Ocala.
One trip and you'll agree, La Famiglia Pizzeria is the best. La Famiglia Pizzeria. Stop by for a pizza that you'll love or call in and order yours for pickup. 352-245-2419. La Famiglia Pizzeria.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Tell her you love her at least 3 times a day. I love you has a very short shelf life. We get used to sleep deprivation. After a while, our brain starts to think it's normal because sleep loss affects the part of our brain that controls self-awareness. We may be too zonked to know we're zonked. All right, here we go, ladies. The latest beauty treatment is shaving your face. It's supposed to make you look younger.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offered does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking?
will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
La Famiglia Pizzeria has moved into Ocala. Stop by today at 2504 Southeast 17th Street and see for yourself what everyone is talking about.
Awesome place. I never get pizza anywhere else.
Great New York style pizza and dishes.
Best pizza in Ocala.
One trip and you'll agree, La Famiglia Pizzeria is the best. La Famiglia Pizzeria. Stop by for a pizza that you'll love or call in and order yours for pickup. 352-245-2419. La Famiglia Pizzeria.
The classic musical My Fair Lady is live on stage at the Ocala Civic Theater beginning May 14th and running through June 7th. Directed and choreographed by Katrina Plouffe, you'll experience the immortal magic of Wouldn't It Be Loverly, The Rain in Spain, Get Me to the Church on Time, and so many more. Tickets are just $25 for adults and $12 for full-time students. For more information or to purchase tickets, call 352-236-2274 or go online to okalacivictheater.com.
All right, 24 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. When my son was younger, I participated in something they have here in Florida called the Florida Prepaid College Program. And I don't even know how it worked. I just remember you put money into it and all's well. And he got a lot of grants. My son did really well in school.
Yeah,
so
scholarships.
He did really well. There's something called a 529 plan. I don't know anything about this stuff, but we have somebody on the phone who's going to explain it to us. Her name is Danae Domian. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. She is the principal of Solutions Client Depth Accumulation for the Edward Jones Financial Services firm. She's going to teach us a little bit about the 529 College Savings Plan. Tomorrow is 529, May 29th, and I guess because of the number and the date similarity, they have deemed that tomorrow to be Save for Education Day. Not a bad thing to be aware of. Danae, good morning, Danae.
Good morning.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri. How are you doing today?
Good. Well, thank you for being on the air with us today. Yeah, I guess I'm not alone in not knowing what a 529 plan is, right?
You are not. You're absolutely not. But first of all, I mean, it sounds like you knew something whenever your kids were young, so that's a really good news. You were the 1 out of 3 of the Americans in the survey who actually knew what a 529 plan is. When we do our annual survey this year, we found out that 2 out of 3 Americans didn't know what a 529 plan was. Yet on the other hand, 83% of them said they can't afford the cost of college. So there's a pretty big disconnect there.
Oh, wow. Well, just to correct, I did not want a 529 plan, unless the prepaid college program in Florida was 529. I just didn't know it.
Could be. So there's lots of different options out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's lots of different options out there. 529 college savings plans have some unique benefits and features that make it kind of float to the top for many of our families that really want to save some money for their college education for their kids.
So educate me about it. It's been years since I even understood what this was. All I knew was money was coming out of my paycheck and I was done. I didn't do anything.
So a 529 college savings plan, it's a state-sponsored plan that's designed specifically for saving for college expenses. There's a handful of benefits, again, that really kind of float to the top. There are tax advantages. The money that you put into it grows tax-free when you pull it out for college expenses. Unlike some other alternatives, the owner of the account has control over the money for the entire life of the account, which is a unique benefit, especially for kids who might not want to use the money for college. If you know what I mean.
Really? Now, do you have to use it in the state you're in, or does it have to be a school in your own state?
So that's the great thing about the flexibility of this, is that the answer is no. So when you put money in and you pull money out, it's really for any college that your kids or your grandkids want to use it for college expenses. So it's lots of flexibility on these types of these accounts.
Oh, wow. See, I think the Florida prepaid plan was exclusively for Florida schools, I think. I'm not sure.
I think so.
There are prepaid tuition plans where you basically kind of have a contract, right, with a particular school, and you put $1 in today and it equals $1 in the future, or the current tuition rate at the time that your kids go to that particular college. The 529 college savings plans are much more flexible when it comes to the college that you go to, as well as flexibility on opening, funding, and then who the beneficiaries are when they actually use the money.
So is there a formula that will tell the parent how much money will be available when the child becomes ready the right age to go to college, or does it follow the cost? Because I'm guessing between, let's say the child is born today, okay, and we start this today. That 18 years from now, the college could be through the roof. It's already through the roof.
Right.
Right, it really is. So one of the things that we would recommend is that you work with a financial advisor or professional who can help you map out what's really in the best interest of your family and your family situation based on your goals and how many kids you have and whether you think they'll go in-state or private schools. When you look at the cost of college today, even today, and then you factor in the fact that college expenses are rising in most cases faster than inflation, sometimes 5 to 10% a year. It's really going to depend on your family situation, and then also the investment options that you choose, whether you choose to go more conservative or more growth oriented. Lots of different options, but I think that really the biggest goal and the biggest thing that I could say is start today.
Start today. And at the end of the thing, do we know in advance, is it 50% of the money that will be needed? Is it 100%?
So again, every situation is going to be a little bit different based on your family. So there's certainly financial aid options. There are, kids can work through college. It's really going to depend on your family situation. And saving monthly like you did was a really good option for many families to take it out of their monthly paycheck and fund a college savings plan like the 529 plan, so that you're building it up over time.
And it doesn't matter about what kind of a monetary level a person is at. I mean, this could benefit the people that are working for minimum wage as well as the people that own their own business.
That's one of the great things about this. It's affordable. 83% of the families that were surveyed said that they don't think they can afford college. They think it's really out of reach. And is $50 a month, going to pay for an education to Harvard? Probably not. Definitely not.
Right.
But every single dollar counts when it comes to education.
And when the scholarships are handed out, in my son's case, he got a lot of scholarships, but does it affect? If those who give out the scholarships know that you've got a little nest egg saved away, does that affect their decision about who gets the scholarships, or not at all?
There are a lot of different considerations when it comes to financial aid. Income levels, savings level. A multitude of options. My recommendation is to talk to somebody who's well equipped with all the knowledge that you need to make a really good decision on how to pay for college education. Again, if you have a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old, I would overplan versus hoping to get a scholarship, right?
This is really something wonderful that Edward Jones is doing, because it's not just in our area, it's across the country.
Sure, absolutely.
We have a great Edward Jones guy in our town, by the way.
Yeah.
He happens to be a guy we know.
Yeah.
He's on the city council, too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So okay, this is a great opportunity for anybody who's got children that are young, that you want to prepare for college. Maybe you've never thought about this before. So remember the number 529. Tomorrow's date 529. Mm-hmm. Go to Edward Jones and ask about the 529 plan. Is that what you would recommend? I'm telling them I shouldn't even say a word. Is that a good idea? Just to go do that?
Absolutely. EdwardJones.com has really good information, but it also allows you to see who's in your town. And we have financial advisors in pretty much every community that has a stoplight. You're going to find an Edward Jones financial advisor within throwing distance. So that's a great place to start.
Oh, okay. That is a good idea. And I just found on here where you can put your zip code or your town, and it'll give you the information you need. So go to edwardjones.com, and there it goes. Okay. Wow, it found us right away. Wow, there's a lot of them in our town. A lot more than I realized. I didn't know that.
Yep, there's no excuses.
Danae, thank you for being on the air with us. And How's the weather in St. Louis?
It is beautiful. We are less than 50% humidity, which is extremely, extremely rare.
Oh, wow. Did you get some of that heavy rain that went through the middle of the country?
We got a little bit, but that's pretty usual for us.
That's usual. Okay. All right. I'm glad you're not flooded out. Texas looks like they're flooded out. Thank you, Danae. Thank you for being on the air, and come back anytime.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.
Safe boating is more sunshine than clouds today with a high of 82 to 89. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 63 to 72. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon. High 83 to 89. Saturday, clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm. Our high 84 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy. Never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then, I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Loco Graphics would like to invite you to their second location on 200 next to Sonny's Barbecue. They are officially open to help you out with all your sign, vehicle wraps, and printing needs. Visit them and mention this ad for free business cards. Need a logo? We've got you covered. From business cards all the way to menus and flyers. Now 2 locations to better serve you. On Merricamp, half a mile east from Forest High School, and on 200 by Sonny's Barbecue. Loco Graphics, impacting your customers. Like us on Facebook.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times. WOCA.
R&D Tactical Solutions, Ocala's indoor gun range. 12 climate-controlled state-of-the-art lanes. R&D Tactical Solutions, full retail store, everything from firearms to CCW classes. Located next to the Supervisor of Elections. Open 9 to 7 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and 10 to 4 Sundays. Call 622-7468. R&D Tactical Solutions, Ocala's indoor gun range. Call 622-7468.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Black Cow composted cow manure is a terrific organic soil amendment. We start with cow manure from dairy farms and then compost it a full 90 days. The result is an all-natural, dark, rich soil amendment that's great for everything you grow. Flowers, vegetables, shrubs, trees, and lawns too. Look for Black Cow in the bright yellow and black bag at your favorite nursery or garden center.
Black Cow, the mature manure, Black Cow.
I think I sabotaged my efforts to have the best garden in the neighborhood because I told my neighbor about Kenny's Place Nursery, and guess what? Now she has the best garden in the neighborhood, so I got to get down there. And they have some specials going on right now. 4-inch pots of marigolds, 2 for just $1. 3 gallons of night blooming jasmine for $7. And don't forget the Society garlic, a gallon for $3.75. Kenny's Place Nursery is at 7677 Southeast 41st Court here in Ocala. Give them a call at 867-1213 for Kenny's Place.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. More sunshine than clouds today with a high of 82 to 89. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 63 to 72. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon. High 83 to 89. Saturday, clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm. Our high 84 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
All right, 10 minutes now before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to make a confession. I don't know how many of you know your own bodies, but I'll be honest with you. You would hear the word prostate, as I'm getting older. I honestly had no clue what it was, what it did, and I'm not that I don't. I mean, I do know now what it does and where it is, but I don't know much else about that. I know it can become cancerous. I know that. And I know that's a serious thing, obviously. Dr. Stephen Richardson has some information for us. He is a retired urologist, it says here, a clinical researcher, and a UroLift procedure patient. So, gosh, and we're going to find out what that is. This is something to do with, I'm going to take a crack at saying this, it's benign prostatic hypoplasia. It's defined in my notes as a non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate, and something about this UroLift outpatient procedure.
Yes.
That will help men to avoid medications and invasive surgery. Well, that sounds good. Dr. Richardson, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. Where are you calling from?
I'm sitting in my office in Salt Lake City, Utah.
In Utah. All right. Well, thank you for getting up early to do this. So I know where it is, sort of, kind of. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. And I know sort of, kind of what it does. But am I alone? Do most men not even know much about this?
Yes, you're exactly right. Most of them don't know the anatomy. Most of them don't know the function. And most of them don't know why, with growth, it starts to cause symptoms.
So I don't want to pretend everybody knows, and in fact, I don't want to pretend I'm sure. So what is it? What does it do? First, what's the function of this thing?
The function of the prostate is a secondary sexual organ, and it produces some of the semen.
Some of it, okay, and that's necessary because without that, you don't have the vehicle, if you will, to move the sperm.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's exactly right, and they are basically nutrients for the sperm cells, so they are very necessary for fertility. Absolutely.
Okay, so this is maybe just ignorant of me, but I think a lot of guys must wonder this. When you hear about it enlarging, is it because we don't use it? If you know what I mean?
No.
That does not sound it. Okay.
No, but it enlarges in every male as they get older.
Okay.
And by the time you're 70, 90% of us will have at least some symptoms of BPH or enlarged prostate. And those symptoms starts out with a weak urinary stream and some hesitancy, some difficulty starting, frequency of urination because you're not emptying it completely. And as time goes along, you start to have frequency at night as well. And it's that getting up at night to urinate and the sleepless nights and the depression and lack of productivity that these people experience that often brings them to the doctor because, as you well know, men are not always willing to go to the doctor.
Right. Okay. Now, is this an infomercial? Not right now. I'm not talking about right now. But there's a thing that I hear on the radio, and not our station. I haven't heard on our station. Of course, I do listen to other stations. But it's like a product. It's like a supplement or something. Is there any truth to that you can have better prostate health by drinking a vitamin or eating a vitamin? Is there any truth to any of that?
There's we don't have very good studies, but to date, the studies that have been done have demonstrated no efficacy of herbal compounds beyond placebo effect.
Oh, okay.
So they don't work.
In your practice over the years, and when you had men come in and they were experiencing something that wasn't right about them, whether it was depression, insomnia, anything like that, did you have a handle on it right away, or did that prompt you to discover this procedure?
Well, in a patient like that, I would, of course, take a complete history, and then the whole story would sort of unravel, and I'd be able to pretty well make a diagnosis of BPH. Plus, I would examine.
Okay. So, what is the UroLift procedure? What is that?
Okay, it's really a breakthrough kind of technology. I'm not going to go through the whole history of what we've done for BPH over the years, but I can tell you this, that all of the procedures and medications that we've had up until now have had sexual side effects. The UroLift procedure is done in the office. It takes less than an hour. It's done under local anesthesia. I can tell you from personal experience, having undergone the procedure, that there's not much pain associated with it. My symptomatic relief began the next day. My symptoms are essentially gone. As far as downtime is concerned, I worked 8 hours the next day. And I'm reassured by the fact that there are no reported sexual dysfunction side effects reported with this device.
Wow. And now the word lift makes me visualize that something is physically lifting the prostate. Is that right?
It's not lifting the prostate.
No.
But what they're able to do is visualize the inside of the prostate, and then they place some clips in there that actually compress the tissue. So there's no tissue removed. There's no tissue destroyed.
Right.
There's nothing cut, but it compresses the tissue. So this opens up, they sometimes, the analogy they use is drawing the drapes. And so you open up, by compressing the lobes of the prostate, it enlarges the opening that runs through the prostate, and the flow of urine is restored.
How do they get in there?
A good question.
Well, they use a scope. It's a classic cystoscope that we use for diagnostic purposes all the time.
Okay, and so my notes say non-cancerous enlargement. Would it help? And I'll just tell you so that it doesn't waste a whole lot of time. But we've had other guests who said that sometimes cancer is so slow moving in the prostate it's not even worth operating on. So could an enlarged but cancerous prostate be helped with this procedure?
Technically, yes. But, if it was clinically significant prostate cancer, where the patient had elevated PSAs and they were starting to maybe have, where their cancer needed to be treated, this would not be a good treatment for cancer.
Okay.
Now, we also know that people in their 70s and 80s have a high likelihood of having a small amount of non-clinically significant cancer in their prostate. And so they wouldn't be seeing the doctor for that unimportant small area of cancer in the prostate. They'd be seeing them for the BPH. And so, indeed, we treat patients for BPH who probably have a little bit of cancer, but it's not cancer that needs to be treated.
So what I'm envisioning, tell me if I got a good visual of this, that the prostate is larger and these clips actually make it smaller again?
Well, they compress the tissue. So they don't take any tissue away, but they make the opening larger by compressing the side wall.
Oh, okay. And does that somehow act as a cancer preventative, or no? It has nothing to do with cancer?
No, it has nothing to do with cancer. These patients still have to be followed for, by their primary care doctors for the development of subsequent cancer.
So
treat cancer doesn't prevent cancer.
It's awfully personal for me to ask this, but in this case, I think it's important. So your symptoms were what you described earlier. You had the frequent urination or the stop and starts situation.
Absolutely, and I was getting up 3 or 4 times a night.
Wow, and now you're not, huh? Is this a new procedure?
It's been available. Actually, the FDA approved it about a year ago. So it's relatively new.
So we've got 40 seconds. How does the listener find out more? What do they ask their doctor for?
Well, they can find out a fair amount on their own. I can give you a website that they can contact and a phone center. The website is realbphrelief.com. Repeat that. It's realbphrelief.com.
Okay.
And the call center number is 888-677-7889.
Okay.
And just as a aside, if they're talking to their primary care docs, they may not know about this. So they may have to direct their primary care docs to their urologist, and then they'll explain.
Okay, gotcha. Doctor, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being on the air with us. We'll make sure we post the information on our Facebook page. And, of course, listeners, this has been recorded, so you can share this with anybody that would benefit from hearing it. Dr. Stephen Richardson, thank you so much.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Our future, it's incumbent. You have to run, and I am.
This comes a day after an announcement from a former senator for Pennsylvania.
From a factory floor not far from his hometown in southwest Pennsylvania, Rick Santorum is making a blue-collar pitch.
I am proud to stand here among you.
The two-term senator finished second to Mitt Romney 4 years ago, but is now lagging well behind others.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern, Fox News. We report, you decide.
Geico is available 24/7. Unlike Billy, my boyfriend, who is apparently available 24/never. And with Geico's claim status update, after I report a claim, I receive update alerts through my Geico app. Did you hear that, Billy? Update. Alerts. I sure would like to be updated on why you can't return a text. Maybe I should just be dating Geico.
Claim status updates, just a few taps away on the Geico app.
At Choice Hotels, we know business trips start with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start a chat room or chat in an actual room. Just remember, opportunities won't come to you. You got to get out there to get things done.
Should I stay or should I go?
ChoiceHotels.com makes it fast and easy to find a range of Choice Hotels like Comfort Inn and Suites. So stay with us for business and book now at ChoiceHotels.com. You always have a choice.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. The National Ag Statistics Service of USDA reports this week the peanut crop in the U.S. 68% planted. The 5-year average is 67%, so right on target. In the Southeast, Georgia showing 75% of their crop planted. That compares to a 5-year average of 66%. Soil moisture before the rains this week were 11% very short, 48 short, 37 adequate, 4% surplus. Crop conditions, 2% poor, 28 fair, 62 good, and 8% excellent. There had been no rain earlier in May, but finally some rain came this week to give some relief to the farmers and allow them to get back in the field and finish planting this crop. Alabama, 59% of that crop is planted. Their average is 57 over the 5-year period, so they're right on target. Soil moisture in Alabama, 3% very short, 20% short, 64 adequate, and 13 surplus. Rainfall last week over most of the area, so peanut planting can get wrapped up. More rain is predicted for this week. In Florida, 68% of that crop has been planted. Their average is 75, but very dry in the Panhandle in North Florida. Marion County had not even reported planting any peanuts, mainly because of lack of moisture. But the topsoil moisture, 2% very short, 42 short, 53 adequate, 3% surplus, but scattered showers in the area this week.
If you're worried about Asian citrus psyllids and citrus root weevils damaging your citrus groves, then you need to make Micromite Insect Growth Regulator the foundation of your pest management program. Micromite controls pests at all immature life stages, preventing fewer generations of harmful adults. With flexible application options and a low 7-day PHI, make sure your IPM program includes Micromite. Contact your AgChem supplier or call Jay Halloran, 407-256-4667, 407-256-4667.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
5 minutes after 11 o'clock. It's a beautiful looking Thursday morning. It's almost the weekend already. Hard to believe, huh?
I know. It's great. I love it.
Let's see. The weather, the temperature right now. Let me make sure I update this over here. It is 81 degrees. It still says partly cloudy skies. Today's high climbing to 90, so we're almost there. 64 tonight. It's kind of the same as it was yesterday. Tomorrow, the same thing. Saturday, there's rain in the forecast, as well as Sunday. This is not a holiday weekend or anything, right?
No.
Today's National Hamburger Day, by the way.
There you go.
And National Brisket Day, not to be confused with biscuit. Can you get brisket on a biscuit?
I would probably
You would
guess
think that that'd be elsewhere.
I mean, an option of how you want to make your sandwich, right?
So have you ever looked? I have some information about the elections this year. We'll do that. That's serious stuff. Here's something fun, real quickly.
Okay.
Do you know how many Pringles flavors there are?
No.
101.
Really?
101 flavors of Pringles.
Wow.
You can't get them all here in the United States. But listen to some of these flavors. Are you ready?
I am.
You can get, Cajun flavored, you might be able to get here. Blueberry and hazelnut flavored Pringles.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Blueberry and hazelnut.
That sounds good.
You can get corn Pringles, chili cheese Pringles, Cheesums flavored Pringles, grilled shrimp flavored Pringles,
ooh,
seaweed flavored Pringles.
Oh, there you go. No thanks.
Cheeseburger flavored Pringles.
That might be a possibility.
That might be good. That might be good. Indonesian satay, whatever that is.
I wonder what that is.
Indonesian satay, garlic seafood flavored Pringles. Finger licking braised pork flavored Pringles.
Oh my gosh, what a connotation that generates in my head.
Well, I have no idea what this tastes like. Fun picnic flavored Pringles.
Watermelons, maybe?
Fun picnic. Notice the pictures of cheese fries on the box. Look
Fun
at
picnic. Oh, cheese fries. So it tastes like cheese
I know
fries.
Okay, I don't know. I know what it means by that. Lemon flavored Pringles.
Ew, no.
You don't like that one?
No.
Los Angeles Street barbecue chicken flavored Pringles.
Oh my gosh.
Mayonnaise and potato.
Ooh, now that sounds
flavored Pringles.
That sounds good.
Something called Rock the Floor. Have no idea what flavor that is. Potato cheddar jack. Pizzalicious. Loaded baked potato. Ketchup flavored.
Ew, no thanks.
No?
No.
Paprika.
No.
Old American Circus funky mustard.
Oh, there you go.
Old American Circus funky mustard flavored Pringles.
It sounds tart. I think that would be a good one.
Mexican layered dip flavored Pringles. Did I tell you about seaweed?
Yes.
Soft-shelled crab flavored Pringles.
Ew.
Soft-shelled
No,
crab.
thank you. I just can't picture seafood as a chip.
I have had the flavored popcorn.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing, but when you eat it, it's like, wow, it's pretty good. It's amazing you can put a flavor into anything. Don't we have a company down like in Bellevue or something that does this?
Yep. I think off of right down in Bellevue.
Wisconsin white cheddar. You're from Wisconsin. What does Wisconsin white cheddar taste like?
Yeah, it tastes really good. You can get white cheddar popcorn in the stores.
Zesty lime and chili flavored Pringles.
Oh, that would be good. Chili and lime.
Sweet potato honey chipotle barbecue flavored Pringles.
Oh, no, thank you.
Bacon and cheese potato Pringles.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, anyway.
Bacon and cheese.
There we go.
101 Pringles.
All right,
flavors.
so
Wow.
every time you turn around, somebody's talking about an election, and they're talking about the presidential election, which you really don't have to worry about until November of 2016. But on September 15th of this year, September 15th, which is still a little bit away, you will have a chance to vote for the mayor.
Okay.
As far as I know, somebody correct me, I couldn't find it on votemarion.com, but Mayor Gwynn is the only one running for mayor. I don't think he's being challenged, at least not yet.
Okay.
However, I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you want to challenge the mayor.
Okay.
There are a couple of city council seats also that are up, and the people holding those seats are also, I think, unchallenged as far as I can tell.
Okay.
And it is, I love the votemarion.com website because it's very, very informational, especially for us guys that do radio and news in general.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the one thing I would like to see on there are the current candidates, and I don't see that on there. You can click on the word candidates, but it's more informational for the candidates. But anyway, just to kind of talk about it a little bit, because if you want to run, you have to do this before July, I believe.
I think so.
I'll tell you what you need to do. The three available seats, first of all, the three available seats that we'll be voting on in September.
If you live in the city limits, right? Because, I mean, I have an
Good.
Ocala
Oh,
address,
okay.
but I live in the county.
That's
I live outside of the
yes,
city limits.
Absolutely true. So the mayor's position. Now, you remember the mayor, Mayor Gwynn said he was considering running for the State House of Representatives,
Yes.
I believe.
Yep.
But he changed his mind about that. He's not going to do that. And so I think, I'll find out in a second. I can't remember who is going to try to, it's Dennis Baxley's spot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, Dennis Baxley's going to vacate his seat. Wonder what he's going on to do. Do we know?
I don't know
Oh,
yet.
Stan McLean announced he's running for that. Oh, that's right. That's right. County Commissioner Stan McLean. That's why we have a couple of people running for Stan's seat.
Yeah, for the county commission.
For the county commission. I know that's
It's just not Ocala City Council. It's county commission.
No. The county commission is November of 2016.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that doesn't count here. Okay.
But what does count is that the mayor had expressed at one time that he was considering. He's changed his mind, but he was considering running for Dennis's seat.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason that's even mentioned in this story is because Dennis is. I don't know what Dennis is going to try to do. I'd like to see him run for Congress or something.
Yeah, me too. Maybe he will.
But Stan McLean is trying to get that seat, and I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, me too. Stan's a great guy
Nobody else to consider anyway.
so far.
All right, so let me tell you what you want to do. If you want to run for the city council or for the mayor's position, Mayor Gwynn is going to be your opponent. It's going to be a tough guy to defeat, and we don't want to see him defeated, but I'm just telling you that there's an opportunity.
Yep.
So the qualifying dates for city council, the qualifying date period is noon on July 6th.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. From noon July 6th through noon July 10th. That's if you want to run for the city council. Now, the general election will be September 15th. The runoff election will be November 17th.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, unless I'm reading this wrong, there are no other elections in this year at all.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. If you go to votemarion.com, that's where I got all of this from.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe that's why the candidates' names aren't listed, because it's not the qualifying time yet.
So
maybe that's why they won't be listed till July.
Well, that could be it. But as far as I know,
We'll have to call Wesley.
Let's see if I understand all this. John McLeod, District 2, he's going to try to keep his seat, as is Mary Sue Rich, going to seek re-election. And that's it. There's not a whole lot more to tell you about this, except for the fact that if you want to run, then you have to contact the
Supervisor of
Elections. Sorry,
Wesley Wilcox.
Forgot his title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contact Wesley Wilcox's office, and they will tell you how to do it. If you want to run for city council, you need to the election assessment fee is 1% of the annual salary for the office that you seek. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
So these positions don't pay very much. The city council, if you want to run, the assessment fee is $24.
Oh, so that's
$24 if you want to run for that seat.
so it pays what, $240 or something?
1%.
Not much.
And then the mayor's fee is $66 if you want to run for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have that information. The city pays the mayor $550 a month.
Okay.
And council members are paid $200 per month.
Oh, okay.
The council president is paid $250 a month.
Oh, okay.
And there you go. The mayor's term is for 2 years. Wow, he's been in there 2 years already. Well,
Yeah.
This time around.
He beat Randy Ewers, right? I mean, he isn't.
I don't think Randy ran again, did he?
Oh, that's right. He didn't run again. That's right.
All right. So there you go. I promise I will tell you that. When we come back, I want to give you some information about the more important thing, I think, is the community Get Fit program that the mayor is doing.
Oh, yes, this Saturday.
So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to The Source, WOCA. Don't forget, in about a half hour, we're going to have fun with Joe, with Dan, right?
Yes.
Dan's going to sit in for Joe?
I hope so.
I hope so, too. All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. More sunshine than clouds today with a high of 82 to 89. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 63 to 72. Sunshine mixing with some clouds tomorrow with a thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon. High 83 to 89. Saturday, clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm. Our high 84 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
May is Watch Month. It's also a time to start thinking about that special graduate in your life. A terrific line of watches at Goss & Son Jewelers will make the perfect gift for that graduate. Rolex, Tag Heuer, Philip Stein. For graduation, birthdays, anniversaries, check out the line of fine watches and jewelry at Goss & Son Jewelers just to say I love you. Goss & Son Jewelers, the oldest Rolex jeweler in Central Florida. Downtown Ocala for 65 years.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
R&D Tactical Solutions, Ocala's indoor gun range. 12 climate-controlled state-of-the-art lanes. R&D Tactical Solutions, full retail store, everything from firearms to CCW classes. Located next to the Supervisor of Elections. Open 9 to 7 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and 10 to 4 Sundays. Call 622-7468. R&D Tactical Solutions, Ocala's indoor gun range. Call 622-7468.
I think I sabotaged my efforts to have the best garden in the neighborhood because I told my neighbor about Kenny's Place Nursery, and guess what? Now she has the best garden in the neighborhood, so I gotta get down there. And they have some specials going on right now. 4-inch pots of marigolds, 2 for just $1. 3 gallons of night blooming jasmine for $7. And don't forget the Society garlic, a gallon for $3.75. Kenny's Place Nursery is at 7677 Southeast 41st Court here in Ocala. Give them a call at 867-1213 for Kenny's Place.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
18 minutes after 11 o'clock. Hope your Thursday morning is going well. And don't forget, today is National Hamburger Day, so go get a hamburger.
Yes.
Unless you're a vegetarian, then get a veggie burger. I like veggie burgers.
Oh, I do too. I think they're really tasty.
And in fact, that plays right into our whole thing about getting healthy. Mayor Kent Gwynn encourages the community to get fit. I saw a big billboard on the highway the other day. Where were we? We were coming back from DeLand.
Yes, we did.
Let's see. Mayor Gwynn challenges Ocala and Marion County citizens to get healthier by adding a little fitness to their daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we're doing this?
Yeah.
We're standing while we're practicing our music now.
Yeah, we are.
Let's see. The Ocala Fitness Challenge kickoff is this Saturday from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. at the Martin Luther King Jr. Recreation Complex. The Fitness Challenge will begin as a 90-day program designed to inspire us citizens to make changes in our day-to-day lives to improve our overall health. Mm-hmm. Because we all need healthy overalls.
Yes, we do.
At the kickoff event, local fitness gyms and health centers will provide fitness and nutrition advice, 30-day gym memberships, and some giveaways.
Nice.
So it's going to be this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Martin Luther King Jr. Recreation Complex.
Yep.
Let's see. Mayor Gwynn will lead the participants on the walking trail at the Martin Luther King Walking Trail to get things moving and to demonstrate that fitness doesn't have to be complicated. After the 90-day challenge, the mayor will invite participants to the mayor's Ocala Fitness Challenge celebration on Saturday, August 30th at Jervey Gant Park. The city of Ocala is teaming up with a few sponsors. They are Frank DeLuca, YMCA, the Healthy Hearts Fitness, Shape Up Ocala, Zone Health and Fitness, CrossFit Pinnacle, CrossFit Ocala, Boss Strength, and AdvoCare. Anyway, if you want to do this, I guess you just show up on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Just show up?
Show up.
And are they like weighing you or something? Is there somehow they measure your health?
I don't know. I would probably guess not that you don't
really?
Check in. Maybe I would guess not.
Well, how would you know?
I don't know.
How would you know that you improved? You'd want to weigh and of course just
you'd have to weigh yourself.
Just because you're not heavy doesn't mean you are healthy. And just because you are heavy doesn't mean you're not healthy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So I guess we'll find out if, whoever goes on Saturday, they'll find out if they need to weigh in or not to be part of the challenge.
All right. And in the spirit of the health segment that we normally do, I have something fun for you.
Okay, cool.
I have here the 40 dumbest things that patients have ever said to doctors.
Oh, my gosh.
Dumb things patients say to doctors. Some of them I will not read. Mm-hmm. My prerogative. Just too nasty in some cases. But here's one I will read. Is there a pill so I can have a baby boy?
Gee. Gosh.
Is there a pill so I can have a baby boy? My iPhone camera makes my face look wonky.
Oh.
When you go to the doctor because your iPhone camera makes your face look wonky. Doctor, I don't know if there's something wrong or not, but could you check me out? I went to the gym yesterday and now my arms are hurting.
Now that's really not common sense there. He lacks common sense or she lacks common sense.
I think my skin might be too soft. Would you please check it for me? My skin is too soft.
Oh, gee.
It could be something wrong, right?
Yeah, maybe you could be swagging or something.
Hi, doctor. I booked this appointment 2 weeks ago, but the problem is gone now, and I didn't want to waste the appointment, so I thought the best way is to come in anyway. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
I guess so. It's not so dumb.
Sure. No, not at all. Don't waste the appointment.
Well, see, this one isn't so dumb. This is just a young mom. I'm worried about a white lump in my baby's gum. Mm-hmm. Turns out it was a tooth. Well,
That's not dumb.
She couldn't tell.
No, that's not dumb.
Let's see. I would like to undergo fertility testing, as I have not become pregnant for 2 years now. My husband has been away for only 18 months.
She better.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh, she better get her math right if she's going to mess around on her husband and pretend the baby's his. She better get the math right.
Okay, can you settle a marital dispute? My wife thinks that paracetamol is better. I think ibuprofen is. Who's right? I had to look up paracetamol, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It is acetaminophen. It's the same thing.
Oh. Okay.
So I mean, the doctors. I don't know which is better. I don't like ibuprofen. Joe swears by ibuprofen. That makes me sick. So I think everybody to their own, right?
Yes. Everybody's reaction is different with their body.
Okay, my wife isn't interested in having sex with me. Please, can I send her so you can give her something for that? Please can I send her to you so you can give her something for that?
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Well, you never know. That's a good question.
My 9-year-old daughter has been crying ever since we said we can't get a dog. Is that normal? Is that normal?
Oh. Emotional thing there.
Can you write a letter for me for 6 months because I am nearly at retirement age? For 6. Oh God, I get it. I'm going to retire in 6 months. I'm ready to do it right now.
Yeah.
Would you please write a letter so that okay, yeah, you're off for 6 months.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, gee.
Doctor, okay, here's another one. Please, can you fill out my driver's license application? I'm not so sure how to do it. You think?
Oh my gosh. No, it must be somebody that doesn't speak English. I bet you.
I'm not so sure if I have erectile dysfunction or if maybe I should just go find a mistress. What do you think?
Hey, you might as well figure out what the cause is.
Wow.
So if you're having a problem,
wow.
Go to a prostitute or something. And then if it happens, then it's like your partner isn't doing it.
See, all those people you go to church with are hearing you going, is that the same Robin? We are not allowing her in our Sunday school anymore.
No more.
What normal 15-year-old boy doesn't have porn on their computer? I've looked and he has none. Is that normal? Oh, I see. Oh, the mother's concerned because she looked at her 15-year-old son's computer and found none. Mm-hmm. So she's now worried that he's not normal. Oh, isn't that crazy?
Oh, that is crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Not everybody, likes porn. You don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're 15, you're still not into that.
It is a kind of a myth, isn't it? That us guys
thrive on it. You have it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
All right, now we go from the things that patients have said to doctors to things doctors have said to patients that are probably not exactly the truth. I think this illness is caused by depression and is psychosomatic. Have you ever had a doctor tell you, I think it's psychosomatic? I had. Listen to what happened to me one time.
Yeah, I don't think I had.
I had an unbelievable painful knee. I know you know this story. But my knee was hurting so bad for so long, and at the time I worked for the state, and I never took a day off. I still don't do that. But these doctors didn't know that, and I went to these doctors to have them look at my knee to see if there was something really wrong that I needed to have looked at. Well, they found nothing wrong at all, and I swear to you that they looked at me as if I was trying to get them to get me somehow off of work or something like that. Mm-hmm. They swore up and down there was nothing wrong. Long story short, I lived with that pain for a long time, and I'm convinced it was healed by a prayer service at church. Mm-hmm. I am absolutely convinced of this because I went to the church that my mom went to, and so just to recap, the doctors said there's nothing wrong at all. Kind of looked at me like I was trying to pull a fast one, and I wasn't. Now, years later, when we're doing a radio show, I brought this up to a doctor, remember?
Yes,
And he said, it was probably, and the doctor spelled it out what it was. Mm-hmm. But getting back to my faith healing, because I love telling the story, because I truly believe that that's what happened to me. This pain was so bad, and it was, because we were directing a play across the street at the college.
Yep.
And I couldn't even walk up the stairs to the, what do you call that?
Lighting booth.
The lighting booth?
Yeah.
It was so painful. And I went to church and it was my right knee, and it was so painful that when I drove a car, I had to push my right foot into the passenger place, mm-hmm. not where they sit, but where you put your feet when you're on the passenger side. I had to stretch it out and then drive with my left foot.
Yeah,
it was so painful. I couldn't drive just a few miles, and it would start to hurt to the point where I couldn't do it. All right, so I would use my left foot. Okay. So I'm at this church. It was my mom's church. And the pastor said, we're going to have a healing prayer. Anybody who's got something you want healed, place your hand on it. Or if you're embarrassed, if it's someplace you can't put your hand on or whatever, then think about it. And we'll say a prayer. So I thought, well, what do I got to lose? I'm here at the back of the church. And I'll be honest with you that I was a little embarrassed, which I know God says you shouldn't be embarrassed, but I was. So anyway, I put my hand on my knee, and the pastor said a prayer, and I just said amen. I don't even know that I said it along with her. And it's a lady pastor. So anyway, I got back in my car after the whole thing was done. My knee started hurting again, and I thought, well, that didn't work out. And maybe about a week later, it wasn't much time at all, I was driving down the road, and I noticed, hey, I don't need to stretch my foot out. I don't need to put my foot into the passenger compartment of the car. And it has never hurt ever since. It has never, knock on granite.
Wow.
It hasn't hurt. So I am convinced that, A, the doctors don't always know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because there was something wrong. They just didn't have a clue what it was, right? And B, I think prayer works.
Me too.
I don't know that prayer always does what you're asking for, obviously, but it helps. I think it makes a big difference. I'll tell that story till the day I die.
Yeah, it's a wonderful story. Healing prayers.
All right, we will be back in just a little bit. We're going to have some fun with Dan because Joe's still on his vacation. He'll be back Monday. Joe and Patsy.
I believe so.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Evacuations underway in parts of rain-soaked Texas as river